How many provinces have you been to in Canada?
7 or 8.
7 or 8?
Yeah.
Ha! I'm saying Elena. What was it like when you traveled to BC compared to Alberta? Like, what was it like? What was something that shocked you the most? And like, this is how you guys act here. Nah, it's different in Alberta. Or it's different in Calgary.
I think for me, for BC, is the roads.
Yeah.
Like, you guys don't really have highways.
We have highway.
No,
I don't
you
think the kind of
don't.
highway they want us to have because
No, like I like highway driving.
Oh, okay.
Because like I like also driving intercity.
Yeah.
So highway is such a big deal
for
me.
you.
The streets in BC, I don't like that.
What about in Vancouver? I know maybe other place.
Streets, like it's like and also because there's a stoplight every time on the
safety
street.
now.
I know, no, I beg. Let's just go on the highway.
So let's go to the highway. Come back to my channel. If it's your first time stopping by on my channel, don't forget to like, comment, share. You're already here. I think you guys clicked the video because of the topic, right? You guys should just stay tuned, okay? Let's get into the video. So this is my friend Tommy. She lives in Calgary, and I was like, you know what? Let me just bring her on board and let her share her own experience here in Calgary for you guys. Why you guys should move to Calgary? You know, things that are so exciting about Calgary. Why you guys should move? Basically, I've been in Vancouver for like I've been in British Columbia for like 8 years now. And she has moved around, you know, to different provinces, and I feel like she will have so much to say about it. So let us just get into the video and let her share her own experience with us. Yeah. So let's go. Tommy, thanks for gracing this channel.
No worries.
How many provinces have you been to in Canada?
Have I been to?
Yeah.
I've been to, there are 10 provinces, right? I've done 7 or 8.
7 or 8?
Yeah.
Ha! I'm saying Elena. I haven't done anything. I think I've only done BC, Alberta, I think Ontario. That's what I've done. I've not done Manitoba. No, I've not done Saskatchewan. I've not done Manitoba. I've not
Quebec.
done. No, I've not done. I'm doing Winnipeg. I'm doing Manitoba this April.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm actually excited
I'm doing
about
the
that
remaining 3 this
summer.
I want to just hit everything.
Like you have it go.
Yes, I do.
Because me too, I was like, no, I actually have to like visit Canada because I realized, imagine you traveling out. I don't even know what's inside your own.
Exactly, that's the whole point.
Wow, that's actually cool though. So you've been to 7.
Yeah.
So out of all the 7 places, which one do you feel like is your favorite so far?
My favorite?
Is where you are right now?
Province? Oh gee. I'm torn. I'm torn actually because I don't know if I have a favorite. Of course, I would definitely say Alberta right now. But also, I don't like all of Alberta. So I just like some places in Alberta. So.
What was it like when you traveled to BC compared to Alberta? Like, what was it like? What was something that shocked you the most? And like, this is how you guys act here. Nah, it's different in Alberta. Or it's different in Calgary.
I think for me, for BC, is the roads.
Yeah.
Like, you guys don't really have highways.
We have highway. I don't think the kind of highway they want us to have because
no, like I like highway driving.
Oh, okay.
Because like I like also driving intercity.
Yeah.
So highway is such a big deal for me.
you.
The streets in BC, I don't like that.
What about in Vancouver? I know maybe other place.
Streets, like it's like and also because there's a stoplight every time on the
safety
street.
now.
I know, no, I beg. Let's just go on the highway.
So let's go to the highway. I think for me when I came to Calgary, I don't know why everything is just far apart. Like they have south something. They say they have 4. I didn't even understand this until they were mentioning it the other today, and I'm like, huh? And they're saying something about Chinook wind. I'm like, what's
Chinook wind?
Chinook wind?
Yes.
I'm like, oh, this is just new to me. Like, what's going on in this world? Like, why is everything different? Do you get?
Yeah.
So why is it like that? Like, it's not just normal. Like, why do you guys have all these something wind? We have winds in Vancouver, but me hearing that today is more of like,
Chinook wind has to do with the warm winds, and it's because of the mountains.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why we get Chinook wind. So that's why Calgary is not as cold as Edmonton because we're surrounded by the mountains.
Oh, yeah. So you think Edmonton is actually colder than that?
100% it is. Yeah.
Maybe I went to a different Edmonton, but
yeah. I mean, based on the day and temperature. So, for example, if it's like -10, there will probably be like -1 here.
Oh,
yeah, it is.
That's far.
Yeah, it is. Like, yeah, it's different. Edmonton is definitely colder than here.
Mad. So, what's like the housing like here?
The housing market here is really good.
Yeah,
but it's better in Edmonton, of course. Like, it's cheaper in Edmonton.
It's cheaper in Edmonton.
Yes.
What makes sense?
But here it's still cheap. Also, but it's cheap now.
I know it's expensive in Vancouver, but I know like maybe other part of BC, maybe not that expensive, but it's like really going up because we have like a better weather.
Yeah. Calgary 7 to 10 years ago was actually expensive because if like the housing market follows the should I say, the price of the oil. Like as things drop, I know lately since COVID, we've had all those drops and here and there. Like, but Calgary City 10 years ago was expensive.
Right.
It's interesting how like things have changed.
So what's so exciting about Calgary?
The nature. I just love being very close to the mountains.
What's going on in the mountains?
I'm an environmental scientist, so I'm such a nature person. I like being out in nature.
So we don't have nature in BC?
You don't have nature in BC, but it doesn't compare. You guys don't have the mountains. You don't have the Canadian.
We have mountains.
You have the mountains, but it's not accessible.
Like the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, the Rocky Mountains, you say it, but how many times do you guys go to it? But one thing I give you guys props for is like your environmental laws and like
they are good.
Yeah, they are good. Like even too straight, in my opinion. But don't quote me on that. But you guys do well. Like nature is good. Like BC, like I find myself sometimes driving to BC, right? Like Kelowna, Kamloops, nature is good there.
Okay. If someone is coming to Canada for the first time, where will you advise them to come? BC or Calgary?
not BC. It's
Why?
expensive.
Because of it. But if you don't want to live in Vancouver, like you don't have to live in
Don't
Vancouver.
do it, guys. Like you can find cheaper places in Alberta.
I know their taxes are lower here, do you get? And I feel like it's actually like cheaper to like live here.
100%.
Like that's just it. But the weather is not nice. Just
no one cares. You're coming to Canada.
You should be ready.
You should be ready for the weather.
And what do you think about schools? Like what are the prices of schools? Like is it more expensive?
I didn't go to school here. I went to school in Ontario.
Okay.
So of course Ontario is really expensive. But Alberta is fairly cheaper, I would say, when it comes to schooling.
Schooling, are you sure? Well, this is
100%.
expensive. I think because of the
BC
weather.
is expensive.
Yeah,
but like Alberta is cheaper. Like when I was paying like 14,000-15,000 per semester in University of Ottawa, I'm hearing that like here.
Oh, for that course you're doing?
Yeah, for my
because when I first came to Canada, I think I was paying like my school fees was around that 7K. Then I was paying 15 a year.
It was never not this is 15 a semester.
You pay 15 a semester?
Yes.
I pay 15 a year.
No, so like
in BC
right now, if you take 3 semesters in University of Ottawa, you're paying over 50K.
That's expensive.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What did you study?
Environment, Bachelor of Science. Yeah.
I think it depends on the courses again.
Yeah, it depends on the courses, but going to school in Ontario
is expensive.
Yeah. Like, and this University of Ottawa is not even the most expensive school.
So you feel like Calgary is cheaper?
100%. Like I was hearing about University of Alberta in Edmonton. Then when I was paying like 13, 14, they were paying 7K, 8K.
Mad.
As international students.
Do you think it's because of the weather? I feel like maybe they're using it to attract people.
I think Alberta is just cheaper. Like schooling here is cheaper. Taxes are cheaper. Like it's just like going to school in Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan is cheaper.
Definitely no. That side. Everything has to do with that side. It's always
but
cheap.
Yeah, do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like wherever like people are rushing to, which is Ontario and BC, of course, we have higher. Like,
so I feel like I think the more populated it is.
Yeah, and also depends on the school. Like for example, in Montreal, McGill, I'm pretty sure it's expensive. So things like that.
So what's so special about Calgary? You've been enjoying for the past 3 years.
Nature, guys.
Just
I
nature.
cannot like.
Is there like a particular tourist attraction that like if you come here, you guys need to visit?
You have to go to Banff. That's the main reason.
It's only Banff they keep talking about.
Banff. Like it's just the Canadian Rockies, like the span of it.
I spent 4 years in
Banff. Like you have Kananaskis, you have Banff. Then if you want to go further,
Lake
you
Louise.
have Jasper.
I've been to Lake Louise.
Lake Louise is in
Did you go to the Blue Waters?
Yes, I've kayaked on it.
Oh, I actually want to do that
a couple of times, so I enjoyed that. But Lake Louise is in the Banff area. Then you can go up to Jasper, and then I've gone up to the what they call it. Oh, what's it called? The Icefield Parkway, the place that we have the.
You keep all these pictures.
I do.
You don't post them.
I know.
Where are they?
I just keep them for memories. Where we have the.
They keep posting on TikTok. Was
is it like the polar vortex? No, it's not the polar vortex. I don't remember. But,
okay, so for someone coming to Calgary for the first time, how will you describe Calgary to them? Like the way you explain the four something, like explain
the 4
like,
quadrants.
Yeah, how will you explain?
So Calgary is, I think, Edmonton is kind of like this too. They also have the south, the east. I don't know why they made it like that. But Calgary is divided into 4 quadrants. We have the southeast, northeast, southwest, and the northwest.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, in most of the addresses that you have like an address saying maybe like 78 Banff Road, southeast. You can just know where.
So you can have the same address of it. It can be northwest. So it can be Banff northwest.
Yes. Well, you have that typically sometimes in downtown area. Like my address, there is like my address, and then there's the southwest, and then there's the southeast.
Yeah.
And it's just one road, but one going right, one going left.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's interesting. What's the closest US border to you guys?
I think it's Montana. I'm pretty sure it's Montana, but people don't really go there. Montana.
How many hours is it?
It's like 3 hours, so it's pretty long.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a pretty long drive.
Because I'm like, that is close to us.
I know when I lived in Ontario, it was literally 1 hour
to New York.
Yes, I like that.
That was cool. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah. So, what advice do you give people living in BC that want to move to Calgary and they don't, that want to move to this side?
See, the gas is cheaper.
Facts.
Tax is cheaper. Housing is cheaper. The sun shines. The sun shines over here.
The sun shines in BC as well. Don't mind how.
The sun doesn't shine in BC.
Anytime she comes, that's when the sun does not shine. But the sun shines in BC.
And it doesn't rain as much. Guys, it's not as gloomy.
It's not that bad. But that's the thing. No matter everything you say, our weather is just the best.
You know what?
Be snowing.
You're saying that now. I give it 10 years. I told my friends that live in BC 4 years ago that like the weather was coming for you guys. I'm an environmental scientist. I know. Period. So I'm just telling you, you live in Canada. You're going to join us.
There's no problem. We're gonna move to this side when it's ready for war. When it's time for war, that won't be a problem. Yeah, that makes sense. You've been in Canada for 11 years, and maybe something you've seen, and you're like, maybe with government, maybe with taxes, or maybe with like investing or something that you just feel like, oh, I feel like we don't know so much about this.
Get life insurance early. That's all I would say. Because the longer you wait, the more expensive it gets. So just get life insurance early. Like, do some research about it, and yeah, get it early. And no life insurance with your work, because when you leave that position, it ends.
Oh, they take it away from you?
Yeah, until you get the next job.
Oh, so you should just have a personal.
So you have your personal one. Like, and it could be very cheap if you sign up early, like $20-some.
So why do you feel like they should get it early? Do you feel like in case anything happens to them?
Yeah, and the longer you wait, the more you pay for your premiums. Yeah. And also you want eventually if you want to start a family. Like, you want them coverage.
Facts.
So the earlier you start, the cheaper like it is for you over time. And then after a couple of years, then you know how much you get. Like, we will explain the package to you, but I think that's something that's not spoken about
a lot,
and you need to do that. But also learn how to do a bunch of things. Learn how to do your own taxes. I feel like a lot of people don't know how to do your taxes. It's pretty easy. Go on YouTube, find videos. I have been doing my taxes for years. My friend taught me though, but I was just. But
how do you write off things?
I don't need to write off things because I don't have a business.
Oh, that makes sense.
But I think yes, of course, if you have a business, then you have to get an accountant.
Oh yeah.
But if it's your personal taxes and you work for like a company who pays taxes on your behalf every month, and you just get your T4 and things like that, come on, get your taxes early. And make sure as a student that you're filing your taxes too, please. Because that gives you tax credit when you start working, and gives you a higher return.
Oh, that makes sense.
Make sure you always file your taxes. And then, even as a student, you can get like GST payments and all of that, even while you're in school. Even if you're an international student. Please file your taxes. It would help you. Trust me, just keep doing it. Once you start working, you would appreciate it.
That makes sense. I have to say. Wow. Thank you very much, Tommy. I'm actually happy you came to my channel today. You guys check out the comment section. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna be saying more of her. I'm gonna be coming to Calgary again for Stampede, so definitely we'll hang out and maybe like do videos together and all like that. Yeah, let me know the other videos you guys want me to do on my channel. If it's the first time stopping by, don't forget to like, comment, share, join the family. You're already here. Okay, and I'm gonna catch you guys in my next video.
Alright, bye.
Tommy, thanks for gracing this channel.
No worries.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
You're not cool. Jesus.